Hello, welcome. This is going to be a very short one. I just want to show you all a couple of tricks with Zremesher to allow you a little bit more control over the topology that's created. This is of course, like anything else, is going to be trial and error. What we're going to do is there's going to be a couple of things that we might want to use. The first one is going to be pretty straightforward. BZ. Right here, I already have it selected. It's the Zremesher guides. Zremesher guides. Okay, so this is started out as the kind of that free dog model that comes out of Zbrush, right? This guy, kind of similar to what we're doing anyway. So Zremesher guides basically lets you add these kind of curves on the surface, right? Just basic curves that you can draw, and they act as guides for Zremesher, right? See right here we have curve strength. It'll allow you to kind of determine, and it's gonna, it's still an algorithm. It's still gonna have its own rules, but it's gonna try its best to abide by the curves based on how much you assign that to it. So curves otherwise are working pretty much standard to anything else that we've done, right? The brush side is going to determine how big its segment is, right? Small versus large. If you have a symmetry on, that's going to be probably a good idea, right? And you can just kind of draw to make that happen, right? So let's say we have some weird topology over here. I want that to go all the way up there. I want to come back around here. And I want you to go over that way. Okay. Just as an example, right? We're just doing a couple of those over here. Let's say I wanted, so bring that down a little bit. So I wanted a nice kind of curve around here. Some of these are already doing it. And again, this is going to be trial and error for sure. You're not always going to get exactly what you're expecting. But let's say I wanted another one of those. I'm not being super precise right now. It's also going to snap sometimes, so you want to be mindful of that. And also I'm using the mouse, and it is snapping a little bit too much. Maybe I'll bring the brush size down slightly. It's going to do it here? No. Okay. So say I wanted a circle. It doesn't really matter, right? It just depends on the topology. Of course, this is never going to be as good as, actually doing your own topology in quad draw or stuff like that. But this will help. This is going to save you a lot of time as well, especially if you're going for something like this, right? Let's go ahead and take the curve strength up a little bit. I'll put it at 80. Let's just see what happens. I'm keeping it the same. This is going to give me a nice fast calculation. We don't really need much more than what is this? Yeah, it's almost 30, so it can even be less than that, but that's fine for now. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Zremesher, and you'll see what happens to the topology. Okay. Notice that the circles that I added around the eyes, now we have a little bit more control over that. Over here as well. Wherever we added them, now it's following those lines that I created. Okay, we'll go back and forth. See? Right? So this didn't really have that going that way, for example. And now it does. It's following it to the best of its ability. And it is pre-generated, so we're going to have weird issues like here, which means that you'll need to address it, right? We still need nice, clean topology, okay? So, yeah, that's going to be a basic one. Make sure symmetry is on whenever you're doing something like this. And wherever you have weird areas, you kind of see the result, tweak it, try something else, spend some time on this. This is only a shortcut after you're familiar with its behavior and know to anticipate what kind of results you'll get, okay? Hopefully that helps, and we'll see you all in class.